the last trading day for this week, and you see I'm not at home. So I'm a little bit reduced in my technical stuff today because you see, actually, I'm in Frankfurt today, just for one day. And yeah, I hope you're doing good, and you can hear me, you can see me. And yeah, you know, we stream this show on YouTube too, so you will find a button in the right corner to subscribe the channel, to give us a like if you want, to leave the comment as always, as every day. So my name is Markus, and my moderator in the back, Nastia, wonderful good morning also. And let's say thank you to Admirals that we can make this every morning from Monday to Friday. So we want to talk about a little bit about trading for the next around 30 minutes. And as always, let me share my screen. Here we go. That's the screen I want to share. Exactly. So let me do this. Let's see the chat. Exactly. Wonderful. Okay, great. So very good morning, Maroon, good morning too. So you should see exactly now the upcoming events for today. So don't be confused when I look a little bit up, because there's a second screen. Today it's a little bit different, by the way. Okay, so we today it's a very interesting day because we expect a US employment report, and the previous one was 194K, and the forecast is 450K is from the market is expected. So let's see if this will be surprising effect. And yesterday we had the rate decision from Great Britain with a big impact on both sides, up and down. And as always, today is Friday. I want to invite you to the trading webinar this afternoon. It's trading psychology. How can I improve my trading? I'm not sure if who is holding this webinar. It's Paulo Jens, congenius partners from mine. But it's one of the most important topics. You know, I talk about always psychology in trading and how you can improve your trading with this kind of psychology topic. Then you should enjoy and join this session this afternoon at 3 o'clock German time, so you can settle it in your own time frame wherever you are. So I can see Sinisa, good morning. And Gabriel, good morning. Mosala, wonderful, good morning. And Coyote, also good morning. Thanks. Oh, Paul is making this webinar this afternoon. Thanks, Nastia. And of course, to all the other people here on Zoom as well. Let me check it a little bit. Who is there with me this morning? Here we go. Tina, Davide, Marie-Louise, Plum, Raquel, wonderful, good morning. My weekend, it's gonna be very, very busy. And Ginteras, good morning too. But Raquel, thanks for asking. I hope it will be a good weekend. And so let's go. Let's go on. And let me invite you to Admirals, to a Telegram channel. If you have, beside of WhatsApp, you use Telegram too, then you can join here the Telegram channel. And we have a lot of very interesting topics there. Last one was about Euro, US dollar. Okay, so let's go to our trades. And as always, we want to start with DAX 10-minute chart. So, and actually nothing happened, by the way, because there was actually, you can see there was no trend continuation because there was no close that tested the all-time high. So therefore, that does mean that this actually is the last correction point, number 3. And actually on the right side, we're going deeper for the moment. But this trend, this main trend, will break at this point here. That's the last point 3. So everything would happen between this point 2 and the last point 2 or 3. It's just a correction. Yes, of course, this correction can work in its own trend. Yeah, and actually, but actually there is not really, maybe it could be a trend if you use, can do this, highest point. Then we have this. And yes, actually price is going down a bit more, which means it's working in its own correction. I can see here. So now, in case you ask yourself right now, yeah, which one should I trade? The answer is actually really, really clear. The uptrend is too old. That's over. Yeah, the uptrend is too old because we saw it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10th trend arm. Yeah, so the trend is literally too old. So in case you were one of the Harry Potters of trading and you trailed the stop loss complete and you're still in, then maybe the stop loss is there at the last point 3. And in case we get a new trend, maybe you can finish the trade, take the money, be happy, and can switch to the new downtrend. But just attention, the downtrend actually is just a correction of the uptrend. It does not mean that the uptrend will break. It's just a correction, and you should know that. So in case you don't have an open position, and in case you trade DAX 40 in 10 minutes because you can handle it, you cannot, and you don't miss the first entry in the second trend arm, and in case DAX 40 is tradable with your regarding to your account size, then now actually in the right side, now you have a valid trend, and the next correction is the second correction and the first chance to go into this trade. So put in your watch list in case you want to trade this. Albert, wonderful good morning too. Let's go to our focus charts, and we start with the Dow Jones. Yeah, and we saw about the rate decision, the price went up to all-time highs more and more and more. The trend is still valid. Yeah, we did this all the time this week. So that was my trend, move, correction, move. So there in the second trend arm again was the chance. Then there was the third trend arm. Then the fourth trend arm. The fifth one. The sixth one. And number 7. And now number 8. And here we are in the 8th correction, the right side of the chart. So there is no downtrend, there is no correction which is running a downtrend, it's just still an uptrend. So either you are in or not. If you are not in, nothing to do. If you're in, cool stuff, trail the stop. Let's go to DAX 40 in 4-hourly chart. You know, that was my daily chart trades. They got me out here. It was a normal loss. So, and in 4-hourly chart, we have also a trend. And it's the same, almost the same like in Dow Jones. So that was the first trend arm. That's the second one. There was the chance, there was the first chance, there was a balance candle, and by the way, it worked up to the point of control. That's the result for this week, by the way. Then we had the fourth trend arm, small one. And here we go, the fifth one. And now we are in the sixth move. Sixth move, and now we are on the sixth correction. And you see how important it is to take the first entry in the second trend arm, because the third trend arm has no correction deeper than 38%. And in the third and in the fourth correction, you know, we have to consider rule number 3, that's a duty, deeper than 38 accumulation phase, which we can avoid in the second trend arm. And you know, you didn't have a chance to go in case you missed the second trend arm and the first chance, and there is the money in. Okay, so let's go to Euro USD. In 4-hourly chart, actually nothing, literally nothing. Apparently we saw a kind of new uptrend, but there was no close above the last 0.2, so price went down again and hit the last low here. So actually no trend, and that's really that's the most important rule ever. NT, no trend, no trade. So what's about Bitcoin? You know, I planned to open a trade in Bitcoin. So, oh, by the way, the trend is still valid. That's interesting. Trend is still valid. So we have here first move, first correction. That's the first trend arm. So then the second, and here we go. That's the second trend arm. So, oh, here was the balance candle, by the way. Yeah, I guess we can trail the entry a little bit lower, because to speculate on a trend continuation, which means we can trail the stop or the entry a little bit closer, maybe here. Yeah, exactly there. And stop loss, of course, a bit deeper here, last 0.3. And target, we can leave there at this high here above. Okay. Yeah. So let's do it in that way. Here we go. Okay, and think about it. The moment you have a close above the last 0.2, which is there, don't forget to make partial profits, yeah, to make the trade safe. Martin, this is a free drawing tool. It's called .o fix. Point, like the point, dot, O, and fix. Google it, and it's available for Windows and I guess for Mac too. So by the way, okay, so let's go to the gold price. Cool, right? That's the point. If you follow your plan, you see, we were speculating, second trend arm down, and we had a final target. It was exactly here. Sometimes we are lucky, guys, but the market rewards you. The market rewards you every time, as long as you stick to the rules and follow the plan. Then sometimes you get something like that. So actually, we are on the third trend arm. We are above the point of control again. Actually, nothing to do for the moment. And finally, we have this British pound US dollar. And here we go, more down. Really cool stuff. And we said, that's cool if you can follow the trend for the moment. So that was my chart. That was the trend, move, correction. Come on. little bit stupid right now. Okay. No, that was not really a trend continuation. So therefore, here was the second trend arm. And here we go. And as you see, there was the balance candle and bam, second trend arm. Of course, it was affected maybe by the rate decision yesterday, but basically second trend arm, it works again. I guess we will never fail in second trend arm if you do it properly. That's really, really cool. Okay, so that was the focus charts. My question is every Friday, and this is a serious question. It's not a boring question because I ask you this every Monday and Friday because it's one of the most important questions ever. And my question, did you reach your own goals this week? And you have 3 chances. Yeah, I did, no, or I did not. And I had no goals this week. So make your choice. And I will go to my running trades. And we have wonderful running trades, 2 at the moment. And first one is Euro British Pound. And I would say, chaka, it works again. Really cool stuff. So that was the trend. That was the trend. So move, correction, second move, second correction, first possibility, there was the balance candle. I make the decision to enter at the point 2. Then we had the second, the third trend arm, which was enough to make a partial profit. Then I trailed the stop at the last point 3. And yesterday, the market rewards that we followed our plan. And finally, we are in the fourth trend arm. And you know, at the point of control, there is my final target. So that means I can trail my stop now to the last point 3. And this last point 3 is actually exactly there. Here's the last point 3, which means we are close to the entry. We had a partial profit. And if I see this, no loss anymore in this trade, no loss anymore. And actually, I'm quite sure that we'll reach the point of control. And did you make it too? Did you make it to this trend? GBP drop is struggling to get past Fibonacci 23, just hovering there, looking really bad at it. Just about this Fibonacci, I know. Do you know why any indicators were created? Do you know when? It was in the last years of the 20th century. And do you why know? The first indicators were created in the stocks from very famous and successful stock traders. But do you really know why they were created and invented? Do you know really why? That's interesting. You should Google it. But I can tell you, to make strategies, because the question mark on the right side of the chart, because no intervention into the price, not having the chance to influence the price, and therefore traders create indicators. Basically, there were no indicators at all in trading. And in the order book, you don't find an indicator. No, just numbers. So the indicator is just in your mind, just in your mind. There is no ultimate character. So don't rely your indicators too much. As long as you cannot prove it by a back test that those whatever you see there, you can test that there is a positive probability. I can promise you, because I did it for 7 years, such things. I can promise you, and this is a guarantee, you will fail and you will lose a lot of money, and you will lose a lot of precious lifetime, which is more worse than the money, by the way. Please, just it's food for your thoughts, no more. You can do whatever you want. It's not my account. So let's go. And the next one is also beautiful, I would say. And yesterday in the evening, there was host hotels. I sold half of my position. Yeah, stop loss is still at the 0.3 because this is my trend. That's my trend. Move, correction, move, correction, and still here in the move. We had a close above the last 0.2, which means I sold half the position. And I said my final target is here at the highs. So let's see what happens today. Marie-Louise, cool stuff, right? It really works, that stuff. It really, really works. So I have proposals for you today. And we start with British pound Swiss franc. No, it's not longer a proposal. I hope you did it. I recommended it this, I guess, Wednesday or Tuesday, the rest of the week. So check it out. It worked. Look, here we go. First trend arm. Second trend arm. Correction. And down. And it worked again. It worked again. In case the market pulled you in here and you stopped the trade, I hope you did it again, because there was the balance candle again, re-entry. The really annoying stuff is not that we make a loss with the first chart. That's not the annoying part. The really annoying and really worst part is that you missed a re-entry if there is another signal, and there was one, and now it's a winner. And the winner actually is much higher than the loss. It's not my time frame because I cannot handle it at the moment. So therefore, but I recommend it to you, and I hope you made money with this. If not, you should ask if this is your time frame or you don't understand what you have to do in the market. British pound Canadian dollar. Also breakthrough through the last 0.2. I said second trend arm here, and there was the breakthrough to money, still money in. But now we are quite far away from the point of control, which means get out, take the money, be happy, say thanks, lovely market, I'm humble enough, take the money because it worked. Then Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Okay. Could be possible that my Wi-Fi in the hotel is not the best this morning. So while we're working, while we're waiting, that MetaTrader will come back to me. We can talk about the question, did you reach your own goals this week? So it makes me really sad and really unhappy that 56% have to say, no, I did not. Just only 32% yes, yeah, I did finally. I'm really proud of you. If it's really so, make a note in your handwritten diary and be happy. So I guess I have to restart. Just give me a sec. And 12% says I had no goals this week. To the people that didn't have a goal this week, I only have to say, as long as you don't have a goal in trading, you will never become successful. Not in this life. And the next one, I promise you also, you don't reach anything. And to those of you, they said, first of all, thanks that you are honest to yourself and to me, of course. But the question must be, why? There is always a cause, you know? You remembered my lovely word, the sentence is always the same, dependent origination. So what was responsible that you not reached your goals? Why? There is always a why. And I cannot give you the answer, by the way. I cannot. Okay, so let me close this. So I have, as one, I wanted to show you, and it's Euro Australian dollar. Nastia, do I have to finish punctually, or do I have 5 minutes more? Can you just give me just a hint? So, by the way, this is our Euro Australian dollar. This is 4-hourly chart. Just a new trading idea. Please put it on your watch list, because there is a trend move, correction, and now we are in the second move, which means the next correction is yours, and maybe the next final target could be the point of control. Yeah, so don't miss it. It's Euro Australian dollar. I don't know if this will happen today, but maybe on Monday. It's just a proposal for you. Okay. So then in daily chart, still on my watch list, US dollar, Canadian dollar, still on my watch list. Okay, I have 5 minutes more. So actually, we can delete all these orders maybe, or you can leave it there, because trend is still valid. New Zealand dollar, US dollar, euro, Japanese yen. Just wait, don't miss the entry. Now we're coming deeper than 38%, which means we can trade out of the correction, by the way. So it's still Australian dollar, US dollar on the list in daily chart, by the way. It's there's overall trend, Australian dollar, Japanese yen too, but not today. Maybe something for next week. Yeah, and this is what I love in trading, that there is no stress, because this is the real freedom for us, for traders like us, or private traders, to have this kind of a checklist. There is no guessing. No, I cannot. There is no guessing anymore. There's just sticking the rules. So it's just like the captain of an aircraft. Yeah, it's get in the aircraft. They have the checklist. Check. And there's one check. There's just one missing check. It will not start the aircraft, because it's too dangerous. He has a high responsibility for a lot of people in the back of this aircraft. So, and you should do the same, because you have responsibility for yourself, for your account, for your family, for your self-confidence. And this is why you should have, I give you this checklist, the 4 rules, and where we are with the point of control. Okay, so put it on your watch list, please. Okay, so my question for you today was, and I want to finish this. Check, did you reach your own goals? 56% says no. We did not. So that makes me really sad, because I do my best every morning from Monday to Friday to teach you what you have to do in trading. So my question is, why didn't you do it? So what's so hard? Because I don't blame you. That's not my intention. I just want to wake you up. So when do you want to start to stick to the rules? When do you want to start to follow your plan? When is the Friday you can say, yes, I stuck to my rules under all circumstances this week. And yes, I reached my goals this week. When is the date? When is the Friday coming? You will say that to yourself. When? Every Friday you miss it, 1 week is over. Your lifetime is running. The time is ticking. And with every week you will pass by without reaching your goals is a wasted week, unless you just want to play a game and you are not here for making money in the market. But in case you are here for making money in the market, you should ask yourself, why is it? There is a reason. It's always a cause and effect. That's the law of cause and effect, dependent origination. So what's your cause? Make a note in your handwritten diary and find the real why. And then change it. Think about your real why in trading, why you want to become a real trader, when and why. And this should be in your mind. It's just some food for your thoughts for the weekend. And we can talk about next week. And I hope you can answer. You can answer next Friday. Yes, I did it. I know it's hard. It's not a kindergarten birthday what we're doing here. It's not like playing with puppies and something like that. It's one of the hardest jobs ever in trading. Let me say thank you. Yes, 9:02. Let me say thank you for listening. I wish you a lovely, great weekend. And I will welcome you. And you should pray for me, because I have a rough weekend in front of me. And I will welcome you next Monday. If everything is going well for me, then I will welcome you on Monday from the other side of this planet. I wish you a lovely weekend. Have courage and be kind, and may the force of the rules be with you.